Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Tennessee Titans. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Shift.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets... to the Raiders 42.
Perfect on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 26. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Completes it to Davis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A second down run with Lewis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line. 180. Check. Watch the safety creep. Hey, quarter.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back up. Heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rosen will throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Flushed out right. And Walker has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Off the play fake, Mariota. And his pass, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. 24 is the mark. Hey, D-line, let's get one. Let go. One.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield. and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 6-6, pull it high. Mike, 55.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rosen. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Watch the pass.
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. Richard lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Check. Lucky. Joker. 1. 3. Check.
Working out of the gun, Mariota into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Check. Lock 54. We got it. Monday. Check 25.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ricky. 36.
Now it's Rosen. He completes it to Nelson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Middle.
Here's Jacobs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Rosen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hatchet.
Following the interception here, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. From the 38, Rosen. Allen's got it complete.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Monday. Under 10. Check 13.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Blue draw forfeit. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, quarter. What do you got?
They go with Jacobs, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check 24.
Where are they, team? One.
Throw it, Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Titans.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe 1 completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
61, matchbox, light.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st down, Mariota. It's caught, Humphreys. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Mariota now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Mariota now flush to his right, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check 9, check 9. 3.
Mariota going to give to Lewis. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mariota. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 36 yards out. Succop's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Rosen off the play action. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 34-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
No. You go tight. Hey, alert. You got tight right there. Under crush. Under. Check 52.
On second down, Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, 96 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for two. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rosen to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. A strong running. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Lewis. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running now.
50.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Mariota now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D.
Play action here with Rosen. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Back now in the East Bay. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. This is Lewis. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
In your face.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And the
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A first down carry for Henry. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 48-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Lewis. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down. It's Henry, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first.
132 fighter.
First and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Back to you.
The 46-yard line.
They try again with Lewis. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
4-yard gain on the play. And the Titans first down.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now to be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.